When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To throw, it's Meyer. Got his man in the middle. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to pass, it's Myers. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. To about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Absolute shank. Missed it. The kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Working that left side now. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air, it's Meyer. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling him 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Extending the play. Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. to the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Here come the Irish back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Myers. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown,
this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Dances away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now the lead is down to 11. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the
because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this up.
There he goes. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme wave.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, they're after him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Kansas State pushing the pace. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. Gets away from 1, finds room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. The inside handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Uncorks one. It's caught. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly to the tight end. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Big kick here, can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The give to the single back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Meyer. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense.
Breaks into the open, and he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Handoff to the lone back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Makes it past the marker. There he goes down the right side. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here we go. give to the big fullback. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0, Paul.
And they've got to feel good, too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but, man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen